Valley masks are now being required in public places. Valley Metro announced that all passengers on buses, the light rail, paratransit, dial ride, and van pools will need to wear masks. The policy goes into effect on July 1st. And by a 7-2 vote, the Phoenix City Council passed an ordinance requiring masks. This will go into effect tomorrow at 6 a.m. and will apply to anyone over the age of 6. There are exceptions for underlying health conditions, dining, and exercise. Gilbert also announced that people will have to wear masks at town-owned buildings and facilities, and whenever you are unable to maintain social distancing guidelines. That rule is going into effect right now at 5 p.m. Also going into effect right now, Scottsdale's mandatory mask ordinance. That includes Team 12's William Pitts, who's live for us in Old Town. William?
Yeah, it's 5 o'clock and masks are required everywhere in Scottsdale, as well as some of those other cities that you mentioned earlier. And believe it or not, we actually are seeing quite a few people now coming up with masks on, and that it goes for all bars, all restaurants, and all public places. Those places also have to have their staff wear a mask. That means gyms, stores, everything. And if you don't, you do get a chance to put it on. If you don't, though, it's a Class 1 misdemeanor. That's up to 6 months in jail and a $2,500 fine, basically the same as a DUI. But Scottsdale PD says there aren't going to be roving bands of cops looking for people who aren't wearing masks. That's not going to happen. They want to educate before they have to enforce. And a lot of times it's going to be the businesses that have to do the enforcing and then call police if that doesn't work. There are some exceptions to the Scottsdale mask ordinance, and that is kids under 5 and anybody who's got health concerns or religious concerns. The other thing that Scottsdale is asking for, and this is encouraged and not required, is a 50% occupancy of any place that sells alcohol. And of course, that is most places here on Scottsdale. So they're hoping to encourage people to do only 50% of the business in those bars. We'll see how that works later on tonight. But again, it's 5 o'clock in Scottsdale, and you're required to be wearing your mask. Guys, back to you.
All right, William, thank you. You can find a complete list of Arizona cities that now require masks in our 12 News app. It's available for free in your phone's app store.